Welcome back to the gaming section of the channel at America's Sports and Video Games. Today I want to talk to you about Pokemon Go and what I think Niantic should be most focused on changing. In terms of improving the game, these changes would improve Go drastically too, in my opinion. Pokemon Go took the entire world by storm in 2016, on the very day that it released. Since then, less people are still playing, but the community is still large, and a very faithful one at that, as mostly everyone that still plays at least a little bit each day. But along the way, Niantic has caught some crap, some well-deserved crap, for some of the moves that they have made and still tend to make. Some have gone so far to stop spending any money whatsoever until their requests were met by Niantic. While I think Niantic has made a ton of bad moves, Pokemon as a whole is so good that it still thrives, and the game is still just very good. The first thing that I think they should change is, number one, the way your character looks. If you are a male in the game, you get one hairstyle. No, I'm not kidding either. You get one. It's the same for a female character too. The only way you can hide the hairstyle if you don't like it is by putting something on your avatar like a hat or beanie, etc. In Go, you have to pay for the majority of the clothes you buy as well. All of this it's just wrong. It's just wrong. If they wanted to charge 50 Pokecoins for an awesome full suit or a full outfit, sure. But you can easily fix this problem with the clothes by setting tasks to unlock certain shirts, certain pants, and just about everything else that you could buy. You could just set them to unlockables. There where you have to unlock these items instead, like making the player catch 100 Pokemon in a day, for example, it would just make a lot of sense. As for the hairstyles, the way your avatar looks in general, I feel they can do so much better. In a game that makes massive amounts of money off of us Go players each and every year, you should be able to choose whether you want short, long, or any hair at all. And this goes for height and weight of the player as well, as you cannot change this. The fact that you still can't do any of this, along with the price of clothing, is probably the biggest atrocity of Pokemon Go to me. We should all be able to show off our character the way we want to, rather than all of us looking the exact same, just with different clothes on. The second problem, we still cannot chat in-game with our friends. How is this possible? In 2020, Niantic said that they would be adding chat to Go as long as you are friends with each other. This still hasn't happened yet. We are waiting. I don't know why it hasn't happened though. So if you do happen to know, please inform me. This has bugged me for years on end. There are many of us friends in which we cannot communicate at all with. And that's just crazy to me. It is. I could make an entire video on this one problem, really. This makes it so hard on so many levels for so many different reasons of why you would want to talk to your friend. You should be able to talk to your friend. Anyways, so if they just corrected my first two problems, this would already improve the game in major ways. The next problems are still big ones though, so buckle up. The third problem is regional Pokemon. In theory, this sounds good, having certain Pokemon spawn only in certain areas of the world. But in reality, this is awful. It forces people who wouldn't normally spoof or cheat in order to catch them all, and add certain regionals to their Pokedex. If you make it so that there are no regionals, you all but take away the need to spoof altogether. Especially now that remote raids are a thing and have existed since 2020. No dedicated player really wants to spoof, so take away their need to. But the reality is, I will never go to France just so I can catch Klefki. It's crazy. Let's call it what it is. If Niantic really believed in regional Pokemon and that's all there is to it, there is another way you can stop this as well. Make trading accessible to anyone in the world. You don't have to be in the same vicinity of that person, so long as you are friends with that person. Or if you wanted to make it so they were ultra friends or better, sure. This is just in case, for whatever reason, Niantic absolutely refused to change regionals, but they absolutely should. Okay, so my fourth and final problem of this video anyways is I believe max CP for all Pokemon should be the same. I feel like everyone will agree with me on the first three problems. This is the one where I could possibly see someone having a problem with my solution here somewhat. In Go, not every Pokemon go up to the same max CP. In fact, just about every Pokemon has a different max CP at 100 IV. I think if a 100 IV or 4-star Pokemon should all go up to the same. Let's say every Pokemon maxes out at 3,500 CP at level 40, 4,000 at level 50. This would help stop the limited amount of Pokemon that you see at the top to just being the same Pokemon all of the time. Just have each Pokemon have different stats, which they already do. So your Mewtwo is already going to be stronger than, say, a Pikachu is because of the stats. You'd get such a greater variety of Pokemon in gyms, in raids, Master League battles, all the way down to the Great League battles. We can currently catch over 700 Pokemon in Pokemon Go. Let's use that variety by leveling the playing field a little bit. Mega Evolution would still make your Pokemon stronger because their base stats would improve as they Mega Evolve. I hear they're thinking of changing how Mega Evolution is in general, by the way. So if that does happen, I'll be sure to cover that as well. All in all, I do really dislike the fact that I feel like I'm being very negative towards Niantic in my first ever video about Pokemon Go. But at the same time, I feel like these four problems are needed to be said and talked about, and we need solutions for these problems. I love Pokemon Go so much. I care about this game so much that I just want to see it at its best. That's all. I think you could drastically improve the game by doing these things. But what do you guys think? As always, if you like the video, please give me a like, comment on what you think should be done. If you have any solutions, I'd love to hear them with Pokemon Go. Subscribe, hit that little notification bell so you'll always be informed when I upload new stuff. Coming up in the next few videos, we have my Pokemon Legends Arceus review. We'll also be covering plus predicting the NBA's first round of the playoffs, and we will briefly go over the NFL's draft 2022. Maybe we'll make a first round mock-up or something. But that's it for me. Have a great day.